Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tawny Perch, and welcome back if you're a returning night owl. Today we're going to be continuing the Scritchy Scratchy saga. This is the sort of second installment, so without further ado, let's jump in. And where were we? So I think we prestiged maybe once or twice. Got some upgrades here. What have we got? Trying to remember what I was doing. Start with a bronze coin. Scratch bot starts with more capacity. Okay, plus 20% of fully scratched. Okay, I mean, I'll just work it out as we play. We have 59 coins. I'm not going to be doing my day job. I'm actively trying to avoid that, and let's just go straight to gambling, I think. And I forgot our little guy here was actually scratching some cards for us already. I can't remember what name I gave him last time. All I know is it looks like he's got creepy hands now. I don't recall seeing those last time. So now Uncle Grabby. Uncle Grabby's going to grab all the scratch cards and make me big money. There we go. And let's just wash a plate. Just the one. Let's just keep cracking open these 2-win scratch cards. So we've got enough money that risking the mini scratch sort of feels worth it. Go away and scratch all of these. We're getting quite a lot of money already, so definitely tell that prestiging very much speeds up the progress of this game, which is always good. $87 there, 31, 78. None from that one. $78 from that one. Uncle Grabby doing a good job there. And I think we can move on to the mini scratches now. Straight away we're already making some good money. Alright, let's give Uncle Grabby bigger scratch cards. And let's get back to it. Oh, that's a big win there. That's 1,025. That's pretty good. Flying through this early game much quicker than we were at the start of the game last time. I suppose really we do want to try and level up all of these and get the jackpot wins. And getting the jackpot win gives you more points, more JP, which you can spend in the sort of prestige shop later on. So definitely want to get that. Another $1,000 win there, very nice. Another one. Let's give some to UG over here. There we go. Have to put. Oops, I did not mean to buy the apple tree. Well, let's hope we can get some money then. So there is a 50% chance to find a William. Let's see if we can avoid the William. Okay, immediate William. Bought. That's just a Boombley Bee. Not interested in the Boombley Bee. Another William. Another William. And a Boombley Bee. This was an absolute dead card. And the worst part is I didn't even buy the bin yet. So let's quickly do that. So that's a lost card. I need to purchase the bin. The trash can. Stick that in there. There we go. And hopefully... My lord, that was awful. I want to go bankrupt already. Uncle Grabby, you've let me down for the last time. I think we're going to stick to the mini scratches ourselves. Look at that. Absolute disgrace. Tell you what, you can stick with the 2 wins. And I've just realised it would really help if we paid attention to our upgrades on the right. Bought more luck. That would explain the disgusting lose streak we had on the mini scratch there. Don't tell Uncle Grabby that though, it was all his fault. Should have done a better job. And we got a jackpot there, that's pretty good to see. Stack those up nicely. And a back-to-back jackpot. I'm certainly not complaining. And that just goes to show how important getting that luck upgrade is. Very much inflates how much you win and how quickly you win. Straight into the quick cash cards. Now those were very good the last time I was playing. Definitely want to get onto those as soon as I possibly can. But let's throw a few more mini scratches into Uncle Grabby now that the luck is much higher. Last one because I can't count. And there's no additional upgrades we can buy just yet, so... Ooh, do I risk a quick cash? Probably not. Play smart. Only a 16% chance for pretty much everything now, so... Play... Oh, no, there's the... Okay, well that was another dead card. I simply cannot take that, though. There we go. There's an apple. That is just a flower. Another apple. Void the Worm and a Boombale B. A terrible loss, but keep that going. Terrible win. Oh, okay, this is looking so much better. That's many apples, and it had to get spoiled by that flower there. Let's see what UG's done. Bringing in the bacon there. Love to see that. Let's risk a quick cash card now. And as the name suggests, that is very quick cash. Wow. Okay. I think we can afford to throw a bunch. UG, let's purchase the fan. Even though that feels slower than just clicking and dragging them, it's funny just to slowly see those cards inch their way over to UG there. There we go. Gonna process those and hopefully we'll make our money back. Giving you a second chance here, buddy, to not make me look like an absolute fool. Scratch one off there. With him there. Nothing really we can get from that. And some good money coming in here. But yeah, we'll just keep on smashing these quick caches, and as the name implies, make some quick money. Or not. That one decided. Don't let me down twice. Oh dear. That's may have jinxed myself. Surely we can't lose 3 times in a row, right? Okay, there we go. We made our money back at the very least. Let's buy some scratch luck here. I'm pretty sure it should apply to these ones, even though they've already been scratched, if I'm not mistaken. Find out. Yes, okay, so that changed as I bought the upgrade, so that's good to see. We've already unlocked the lucky cat, but let's just stick to the quick caches. Really fly through this early game. Another cough break. Oh dear, oh dear. And let's continue scratching these quick caches. There we go. Big stack of cash there for us. Let's keep the work up on that. And let's risk a lucky cat. Let's see how stupid this was to do. It was indeed very stupid. So, one thing to... Very smart. Incredibly smart. Actually, yes. Probably the biggest brain idea I could have had. We made our money back. Yeah, as I was saying, these cards are definitely not worth buying until you really ramped up your luck. You're basically just going to lose money. Unless you just want to... Look, quick cash just doesn't ever let me down at this point. Well, apart from this time, but I mean the amount of money I got from that other win kind of just outweighs any loss I'm going to make on these, so we can pick up scratch luck again. Let's maybe get some scratch bot upgrades there. Yeah, just keep piling on the quick cash. Cannot stress how good these cards are. Go. And I think the aim will be to get these as high a level as possible. And the money is just going to keep on piling in quicker and quicker. And let's have a look here. Ooh, okay, so we were close to getting the 3 diamonds there. That's when we're going to make some serious cash. So, yeah, let's just click through that quickly. Send some through to UG here. And let's keep on keep on scratching. Having the coin upgrade early is actually quite nice from the sort of prestige shop. Nice not having to stress about purchasing any of those upgrades, and this coin's doing a pretty good job at the moment of just shredding through the scratchable surface there. Let's see what the old robot's got for us. Enough to buy more scratch luck, which is very good. Send a few more quick caches into the robot. See if there's any upgrades we can get. Kind of want to get a strength upgrade, so that can now be paid for by this lovely jackpot. Oh, and another one apparently. And another one. Well, sometimes you've just got to ask and you'll get. And let this guy do all the work for me. Another quick cache myself. That easy jackpot money there. And it looks like we've unlocked the second catalog. So if I'm not mistaken, last time I did the second catalog. So we'll try and go further than that today. All things considered, I don't know when's best to hit the prestige shop, but we can always find out together here. Purchase more quick cash cards because, again, I just simply cannot stress how much I love them. And just keep feeding them into our little friend here. Since it's nigh impossible for us to lose on these cards now, so although I did just see one there that had 0 on it, but I pretend that didn't happen. If only I could have more than one of these little fellas. That would be honestly very good. Buy some fan speed there just so we can push those tickets in quicker. And let's get the double finger technique here, the hidden tech. Litter this table with as many of these cards as we can. The point where it's just very much overkill. He's not even going to be able to process them this quickly. And let's just spam click through that and watch the cash pile up. No dilly-dallying this time around. And let's give him a hand here. Scratch some of these off. I don't want to even begin to understand how many I bought. Definitely far too many than I actually need. But they make good money, so not necessarily a bad thing. And badge collection there. Again, let's just keep increasing power of this guy. Stronger and better he gets, the quicker he can undo the terrible mistake I just made buying probably close to 100 of these, if not more. I mean, we're almost guaranteed to get the jackpot, but it's very high chance that we're always gonna win big on these now. He says, just as $0 appears. There we go, that makes back up for it. And let's have a look now. So, Lucky Cat, let's see how worth it you are now. There still is a 10% chance to lose. I think that really made much more money for me there. I mean, it's only just paying for itself, really. But again, I guess until I level these up, they're not really worth it. So, I don't know why I'm buying more of these. I think it's an illness. Let's use the ones that we already have. I just like the sound of the transaction noise. Little ka-ching noise. Can't dislike that noise, I don't think. Unless you're like super poor and that was your last of the money in your wallet. Scratching away here, we can upgrade our luck, so let's do that and let's see what we've got here. Bunch of essentially jackpot wins. So spam, click that. Win a prize that is 1,000 times larger than the ticket cost. Look at that. I have no idea how much it was because I'm just clicking through those as quickly as I can. Buy more scratch luck, so let's do that, and let us increase the... Probably none of these, actually. I don't think any of those are really worth it at the moment, so let's try our hand at the sand dollars. And what do I need to get? I need a match 3 to win. Let's just go mental. Is that already a loss? Oh no, okay. We got the wallet there. That's good. If I'm not mistaken, am I getting money if I fully scratch off a card? Yes, plus 20% for manually scratched tickets. Okay. That's a bonus on the jackpots. Okay. We should manually scratch as many as we can, really. And we didn't quite make our money back on that one, but that's okay. And we definitely didn't make our money back on that one. Didn't quite the way I wanted it to, but it's okay. We made 4.6 on that card. And we are getting the XP on the card there. So look at that, another win. Unlocked Scratch My Back. Good little sea turtle. I remember that fella. To be honest, we're doing pretty well on these sand dollar cards. Maybe my luck is high enough to actually be doing them. So level 9 feels like a good time to start doing these sand dollars cards. Wasn't a particularly great win, but it's XP for the card nonetheless. That should push us to level 1 now. The wins or the earnings would be much higher. There we go, 80 mil from that card. Good to see. Keep on blowing my mistakes into Uncle Grabby there. He rid the table of the many quick caches I thought was a good idea to purchase. Let's see what winnings we've got here. Bam through those. Get to hear that lovely ding noise. The dopamine bell. Okay, there is an ungodly amount of cards there that this robot has scratched. Let's see if we can buy any more upgrades. We can improve our scratch luck, though. I'm always going to click on that if it's available. I think it's just silly not to. I don't believe it. We've actually managed to clear off the quick caches there, so... Okay, so it's sort of nigh impossible to lose on this card, and apparently very easy to win the jackpot on it. So let's transition from quick cash into lucky cat, and I've already bankrupted myself. Let's just click through all of these. Excellent, and let's continue doing the sand dollars cards to improve the level of this one as quickly as possible. We are sitting on 16 prestige points at the moment. I don't think there's anything too much that I want to spend it on just yet. Don't really care about the dishes one. 20% in day job for every time it's leveled up. Again, that doesn't feel particularly good for me at the moment. Turn Uncle Grabby into a dishwasher. Let's ignore those for now, and let's just keep the money pouring in here. Ooh, okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I need to try and not get the fish. I needed 2 of those lucky charms, but instead we got 1 very dead fish, ruining all the fun. I'm sure another one will pop up though. Even if it is only a 0.1% chance to turn up. Yeah, that's like some sort of mega jackpot, which we do want to get because it adds another star next to the scratch card title. And I think it gives us more prestige points, so we can progress through the game a lot quicker. Anyway, I'm kind of mindlessly just clicking on these now. Let's go back to doing these sand dollars. Haven't actually got the jackpot on the apple tree yet. I wonder if I should do that now that it's very likely to happen. Buy a few of these. Interestingly, the worm is still a 5% chance to appear, but the fish here is a 0.5% chance. Almost feels criminal. Suppose I only lose 2 grand though on that. Oh, there we go. There's the jackpot. Okay, we can stop looking at these now. These are out of the way. I don't care that I've scratched off the worm. It is what it is. There we go. Getting some good levels up there. We've actually unlocked Mundo, which is our lucky waving cat. They collect the cards for us. So just helps to automate the game a little bit. I suppose if you want to do what I did and just absolutely litter the table with cards and just get an automation going on. But this game is pretty manual in the early stages, but pain no gain. Can't win big money without getting carpal tunnel, as they say. Keep scratching away on these sand dollars. We are winning rather consistently on these now. 1.95 billion until my next upgrade. So, tell you what, let's play it risky and buy a shed load of sand dollars. And let's get Uncle Grabby involved in the process. Increase his speed. And let's see how much money we can lose. Thankfully not any money at the moment. It's all pouring in, so that's good to see. Mostly making a profit here, I think. So it'll be good to get this leveled up next. Send those into the machine. Yeah, I'm just going to buy so many of these. And let's just take another cough break. There we go. And let's have a look here. Yeah, we're just making so much money from these. Very good to see. And click through that. And we've almost leveled up sand dollars to level 4. Pick up some more scratch card luck. Buy some more of these. Send them back into Scratchbot. And don't really feel like the fan speed's worth it. We'll buy the sticky mat and the badge collection because I love clutter. I don't think I've ever owned a desk without it just being filled with tremendous amounts of clutter. I always start off trying to be neat. I'll even tidy it, and yeah, it just always ends up with an abundance of crap on it. Right, let's feed Uncle Grabby some more tasty sand dollars, and we've hit the jackpot on that one, which is huge. And we'll keep that moving along. So we've got 4.42 billion. Oh, that's actually 9.77 billion. I don't know why I read that as a 3. Clearly, I need to get my description checked. But who needs good eyesight when you have money? Loads of money. Go. Blowing in more of those sand dollars. And we've unlocked Snake Eyes. Okay, so we're slowly working our way through catalog number 2. Going to do some more lucky cats just because actually we've got all the normal regular jackpots on these. I don't know how a 0.2% chance of getting the weird blue star thing on these ones. I just don't think it's worth it just sitting here scratching these off just to try and find it. But we're just better off getting it by pure chance as we work our way through all of these. So, you know, there's a less than a 0.1% chance of one popping up on here, but I suppose it's because there's what, 3, 6, 9 different tiles. So, well, there you have it. Let's see what we've got here then. Necklace, money, and money. So that's not enough to win the super special spectacular jackpot. So no matter. Just have to scratch more cards until we hit. That is the way. You don't win, you go again. There we go. So a few more scratch card wins there. Let's take a look at Scratch My Back now. Let's give this little look at. So we've got to match either 3 of the crabs, fishies, or corals. Avoid the plastic bags, which conveniently enough look quite similar to the jellyfish, but we only need 1 jellyfish to make money. And okay, we got some money there on the coral, so we have turned out a profit on this one. That, I believe, is... That's a bag, isn't it? Yeah, let's not lose 2 billion scratching that, so we can ignore him. Get our cash back there. Blow the rest of those scratch cards onto the robot as we continue with this Scratch My Back card. Bet that feels bloody good for this turtle. Having all of its shell just obliterated by a rusty coin. So much so they keep coming back for seconds. Okay, so we made some money on that one. Again, it is only a 1% chance to find the jellyfish at the moment, so let's just go ahead and upgrade our scratch luck. Upgrade the scratch size a few times as well, so it's quicker. Scratching off these cards, that is much quicker now. I wish I had done that sooner. Look at that. It'll be quicker than the scratch bot now, actually. Speaking of which, let's add a few more cards to him. And spam click through this as the money comes pouring in. Look at that. Sounds like a xylophone. Okay, more scratch luck. More sand dollars. Send them into our guy. And let's scratch some off ourselves. Almost got this to level 10 now. If I could actually click the button to redeem the money. And let's see here. Another easy, quick billion from that card. And just scratching this card off in its entirety is really adding such a big bonus to the card. It's essentially doubling our earnings doing the whole card, so that is very good. But we do just need to keep sending it on these cards until we've got so much more luck. And it feels like we are just miles away from getting to the new next section here. And I very hastily scratched that, but thankfully it was a jellyfish. I forgot I had the gigantic coin and it was nearly the end of me. But nope, we got the jackpot on that, so happy days. Okay, so I purchase a snake eyes. How much am I going to regret this? So we do not want to get a singular one. I believe that's a singular one, so we ignore that. That a 3. Scratch you off. This is a 6. Okay. It's a 2. So let's pray for another 2, maybe. No, that's another 6. So we just need to hope this is a 2, otherwise. And it's another 6. So yes, we lost big time on that. Stick that in the bin. Pretty sure that is a 1, isn't it? And that 1 will give us minus 2 billion. So yeah, let's shove that in the trash. Purchase buttload more of these sand dollars, and we'll blow those very gently into Uncle Grabby. Process those for us. And since he's been such a good worker bot, let's give him some upgrades here. There he goes. Whirling away there at Mach 10. Eyeballs pinging around in his socket. making us a buttload of cash. Let's give him a hand here, scratching some of these off. I really do want to see the little blue diamond win again, but I suppose it's quite a low probability here. Even after finding it, you still have to win a silly little mini game, so very much is a kick in the teeth when you land it, but you don't win anything from it. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And let's spam click through these cards again. Slowly ramping our cash up. Oh, we've unlocked the bomb. Don't think I want to go anywhere near that card just yet, considering it costs 200 bill to even purchase it. And I'm sure my luck is so far in the dirt. You know, sort of respectively speaking with that card, that it's just not even going to be profitable. Right, let's venture back into Scratch My Back. Ooh, we got another jellyfish. That's good. Nice wins there. So it is only a 7% chance to find plastic bag now. I still don't really want to risk it. Yes, and that's why I don't want to risk it. Oh well, let's just make a loss on that. Pretty sure scratching it all off just also improved the amount I lost there. I say improved. Worsened how much I lost. Okay, so we've actually maxed out the sand dollars scratch card now, so that's pretty good. Let's get some lucky cats in just to get the level up. No real reason, really. I don't think it's worth it doing those, is it? I mean, look at the win comparison. I'm only getting millions from this, whereas I was getting billions from this sand dollar card, so sand dollars is my best friend currently. How much does Mundo cost? 2 billion. Okay, well, let's pick up Mundo. And Mundo can increase the speed. Bank all of our cards here. Look at that. I don't even need to play the game anymore. That is truly amazing. Gotta love games like these where you play so much, to the point where the game just plays itself. Now I get all the dopamine with absolutely just not as much input. Although Mundo, you are taking your time. Let me give you a helping hand there. Have to stop putting the lucky cat cards in, I think. Stick with the sand dollars. But yeah, I guess we can just keep on doing the scratch my backs whilst the sand dollar cards go through. Nice little stack of cash there. Again, I'm just recklessly spinning through this. But I caught that one before I scratched it off, so that's not too bad. Go. And a jellyfish as well to boot. Perfect. We've managed to upgrade Scratch My Back. Now have a level 1 sea turtle. But I am being very reckless, but it is paying off. There we go, another jellyfish. And I spoke too soon. We still made some money on that card. Okay, so let's add some more sand dollars into our robot. A double finger action on that bad boy. Go. Two finger tactic has never let me down before. Not let me down now. And let's try our hand at some snake eyes. And already we've nearly almost scratched off a 1. And what we hear, that is a 3. Okay, let's just make sure that isn't a 3. No, that is most definitely a 1. Okay, let's ignore that. That's another 3. So we just need one more 3, which I think got. There we go. Made some money. That's a 2. Well, we made some money, but we didn't recover the cost of the initial price of the card, so just emphasizes how much you need to focus on luck before investing into anything else. But there we go. Speaking of the devil, just purchase some more luck. Let's see what those odds have done to scratch my back. Okay, well now it's only a 5% chance to get a carrier bag, so I think we can just kind of recklessly keep these off now, you know, because I was being very careful last time. And yeah, definitely didn't want to see that or that, but I'm going to stick to my word and say I get to be reckless, and it's not paying off. Just a streak of bad luck, don't worry, we'll recover. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, but we've got level 2 now. And this is how confident I'm feeling. I'm sending a whole bunch into the robot there. Scratch the rest for you. Okay. Yeah, we just want to really improve the level of this scratch card now, because this is going to be our next sort of money maker, if you like. And yeah, as you can tell, I don't care about the carrier bags anymore. I mean, let's face it, I didn't really care about them to begin with, did I? He's a sea turtle. You can handle just one little carrier bag, right? There we go. With these now. And the level is now shooting up, so we're already on level 4. Throw some more into our robot friend. Increase the strength. I think that just increases the speed at which does them anyway. And yeah, just keep piling these in. Really too much more else to this gameplay other than this, but I don't know, the sense of progression you get on it is pretty addicting. Or addictive. I'm certainly enjoying myself. Then again, I'm someone who grew up with RuneScape, so I feel like that sort of delay in the reward is just what makes it somewhat sweeter. Then at the same time, I'm also pretty certain my dopamine receptors are absolutely fried. So really not sure what to make of it, but hey ho, we have 214 billion coins in the bank, so I know who the real winner is here. Fried dopamine receptors or not. And pretty sure we did lose a fair amount of money there, but again, the profit overall is still pretty high, still above 300 bill. It's $1.22 trillion now until our next upgrade, which is rather ludicrous. We have 36 prestige points. I think we'll get to the 3rd catalogue and then hit the prestige button, because if you just compare how quickly we went from catalogue 1 to catalogue 2, there's a significant decrease in the pace of the progression here, so there's only so many sea turtles backs I can scratch before I get the itch myself to hit the prestige button. $1.22 trillion, we're nearly there actually, so let's just scratch some of these ourselves. Did just level up the sea turtle again. That's really improving the amount of money we're losing. That was a terrible scratch card. And yes, fully scratching it off does enhance the number that you've got. So if it is a negative, it will, well, increase how much you lose. So that is a fun little interaction. And look at that, we've got our scratch luck upgrade now, so I think these should be pretty safe now. Still is a 5% chance to get carrier bag stuck in our green little friend here, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Some of these sea turtles will live, some of them will die. That is a risk I am willing to take. In the name of money. And I've realised our robot friend there is out of food, so let's give him a fresh batch of turtle to eat. He's eating good today. Loads of fresh sea turtle. Go. Actually doing those at a pretty remarkable speed now. Let's take a look at Snake Eyes again. We've got the itch. Okay, so it's a 0.1% chance to get a 1, which is pretty good. There's also a 75% chance to get a 5, but the downside is I have to get 5 5s out of a possible 6. Let's increase the strength of this coin, because that's just struggling. This, and we made 82 billion, so that's pretty good. Fire a few more turtles at Uncle Grabby. He can get his grabby little mitts on the back of that shell and give him a proper good scratch. I mean, that's really scratching that turtle's back, isn't it? Better than any coin could. Okay, let's go back to Snake Eyes. And let's just keep on hitting these 5s. Another 82 bill. Buy another card out of habit. And yeah, you can really see how slow we scratch these dice off. Very much sort of resistance of these scratches really does increase quite exponentially. Because that scratch my back card just gets shredded pretty much an instant. Okay, and we've fully maxed out scratch my back now, which is really good to see. Give him another hand here. Far too much red than I would care to admit there, but no matter. Maybe we should start progressing, transitioning into Snake Eyes now. And let our robot friend give us a hand with that. Play it somewhat risky. I think I just got bored of looking at that sea turtle's back, to be honest. Some way more exhilarating dice instead. So I'm assuming we need to get all 6s on these to land the jackpot, so very much going to need to improve our luck if we're ever to see that from happening. And that is not what I wanted to see, because now we're going to lose money. I've really not been paying attention to the other cards there. Let's give this a good old scratch, and let's... Do I improve the scratch size, or should I just wait for more money to come in and improve our scratch luck? I think maybe we do that. Look at that, the number of zeros popping up there. That's okay. So, I mean, we're making what, 84.5 on a win. So, basically worth sending these in. They only cost 10 bill. It's not like we're going to lose more than 8 in a row, so I think this is the best way to do it. And as we say, it's improving the level of the scratch card, which just means we make even more money when we do win. 180 bill from that. And nothing on that one because we got 2 6s. Quite frustrating, but as we say, it's just the way that cookie crumbles sometimes. Another 6. Again, there's not really much point in me scratching that off when I already know I had lost. But it's just quite a therapeutic exercise scratching these cards. I've accidentally purchased a sea turtle because you're an attention seeker. Let's buy you. Going with these snake eyes. In actual fact, so I've got all the jackpots on those. Don't think you can hit a jackpot. Blades, can you? If I remember rightly, do I get to improve my winnings based on the level of the plates? I cannot remember. Maybe I just don't have that upgrade just yet, but it is one that does come around eventually, so plus 20% on day job for every time it's leveled up. Yeah, I don't think that's really worth it, is it? Yeah, no, we're not doing any more of those plates. Get rid of that. And let's just keep sending on the snake eyes. Oh, so we have actually can improve our scratch luck now, which is really nice. Let's have a quick look now. Oh, so we're pretty much guaranteed to get the jackpot on this now, is how I'm reading that. Yeah, 1.98 trillion. That is outrageous how quickly that has gone up. Ooh, and we've got a special super jackpot version of the snake eyes. Always get me very nervous in these. Okay, we got a 6 and immediately a 1. So that is not a win, which is very unfortunate, very upsetting. It's going to take me the whole of the rest of this evening to get over that. I wish I was joking. But we go again. Keep the snake eyes rolling in. And keep scratching off their silly little surfaces so we can make a butt ton of cash. But yeah, we're sitting on a nice tidy 44 prestige points here. That is, that's very juicy. Very much looking forward to prestiging later, but I also want to unlock the third catalogue first. Purely because the completionist in me just simply cannot leave this catalogue unfinished. And let's buy some more scratch luck and just keep going with the snake eyes. I think part of me just wants to see what catalogue number 3 actually looks like. Also, it'd be nice just comparing how quickly we fly through catalogue number 2 once we spend all 44 of these prestige points and possibly some more. Okay, so we need to match 2 lights to win. There is a 9% chance of a red light, so ignore the red lights essentially. These grey lights do nothing. We need 1 more purple or 1 more yellow. Grey light, ooh, avoid the red. Another purple, so we made 58 billion on that, which is quite shocking. You lose -2 trillion with the red lights. Yeah. We are going to avoid the bomb from now on. I think we're just going to stick with snake eyes up until we improve our scratch luck. Let's see if we can get some more upgrades here. So improve the strength, the capacity, and the speed a whole bunch of times there. That's very good. Let's send the snake eyes in. The robot can hold a grand total now of 30 scratch cards, so that would give me enough time to make a cup of tea, I think. Maybe not. That's going quite rapidly. I'd have to run downstairs, pop the kettle on, run back up, refill the robot, and then go back downstairs. Add the water, add the milk, come back up, back down. At this point, I think it's really worth it. I'll have to forego the cup of tea, unfortunately. I'll have to save it as a nice reward after this video. There's 3.34 trillion there, so we need 153 now for the next upgrade. And if we're getting sort of somewhere between 2 and 4 trillion on these scratch cards. More so if I scratch them off myself, but hopefully shouldn't take too long to get there. And we've nearly upgraded Snake Eyes all the way up to level 10, so that will increase the speed of which will make money, which is always good to see in these sorts of games. Yeah, these Snake Eyes are just catalog number 2 in general is just very slow for us at the moment. I probably should have hit the prestige button many moons ago, but we're here now, and it makes for a longer video, so everyone should just calm down and be happy, to be honest. We're nearly at level 9 now for the Snake Eyes. Good to see, because I feel like we've scratched off so many of these. I wonder if there is a like stat screen on the number of scratch cards you've done. Would be good to see. Oh, the phone's ringing. I've almost forgotten what that means. I'll let you in on a little secret. We have some special scratch-offs for big spenders. That's me. Oh, and these give 25 JP per jackpot. Oh yeah, we've got catalog number 3. Bank break. $200 trillion. And I was moaning about $200 billion. I can only assume the odds are going to be absolutely diabolical on these cards and should be avoided at all costs, but I think it'd be only fair that we have a little peek at one of these before we hit the prestige button. I will buy some scratch luck just to see if it improves this by much. Well, it was worth it to get the jackpot. I did just very haphazardly just scratch the whole thing off. Oh dear, just scratch that off. But that's okay. Oh, I suppose you have to match 2 to lose, right? So, am I safe to scratch off one of those? Is that my understanding? It's actually okay to scratch the whole thing off if it's only one red. Right, let's test this out. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. Click through all of these. Ah, we've got a special jackpot, and immediately we have flumped it, so boo-hoo. We have got another one there that Mundo has just sent our way, so fingers crossed Mundo has given us a winning super mega jackpot card. Okay, that's 1/6, everybody. And a 1 to spoil my fun. Not a problem. We'll just get a few more Snake Eyes shoved into the robot. And we'll work our way to one of the bank breaks. Just because my curiosity needs to be satiated. I want to know how much of a rip-off it is. You never know, maybe I'll win big. Maybe I'll just absolutely fly through Catalog 3 with a big, fat, juicy jackpot. Okay, moment of truth now. Let's crack open the bank. So, bank break. Break into the bank vault to see what's inside. Wow, so there's a 3% chance to make an immediate 500 trillion. I paid 200 for this, so anything below this, whatever that's meant to be, like a pile of diamonds, just really isn't worth it. Oh, and I got the pile of diamonds. Well, just made our money back on the card. And then some, because we got the bonus for scratching it off fully. Okay, made some good money there. I feel like it's a trap, but we'll do one more. Again, it is only essentially, what, a 25% chance of winning if you add those together. And now we've just got a bunch of notes. I presumably get collection notes or something. Wonderful. Oh, okay. Mundo has spat out bomb, and it is a big, fat, stinking loss. Let's try one more bank break. We've got the 100 trillion amount, and that will be amplified by our bonus, so we technically made a small profit on that. And this is going to be a big, fat, stinky loss. Let's do a few more bombs with the machine, and then I think we'll hit the prestige button, and we'll have a look at, okay, what do you want, buddy? Over the years, we have tried everything, even dark magic. And though we never succeed, we did turn it into a product. Now you can use magic to quickly scratch those tougher coatings. Oh, I have a spell book now. How much is that? 1 QA. What, quadrillion? I'm guessing. Yeah, that's a disgusting amount of money. Don't think we'll be doing it on this prestige level, so yeah, let's go ahead and hit prestige. Have to hold it down. And let's see what we can pick up, shall we? So we've got 52 points to spend. Challenges are coming soon, so that must be part of a later patch. Don't want to respec anything at the moment, so this one allows me to immediately start with a bronze coin. Kind of happy with the coin I had, to be honest. This just overall improves jackpot. Plus 30% on tickets without jackpots. That can be pretty good. Plus 10% for each completely unscratched symbol spot. Again, don't feel like I'm interested in that. Okay, this is going to be good. Manually scratch tickets give 3 times XP. That's going to speed up the early game quite quickly. And you can really see just how inflated some of these are. Wow. Didn't realize how expensive stuff got. In that case, I feel like we do just need to lean into this side a lot more. Let's just improve the amount of points we get then for a win. And let's go all in on the jackpot. A little on less is more. 2 more coins for JP to spend. What can we put it in? Looks like it will just have to be ignorance is bliss. And we've just got 1 floating. Go on, let's just stick it in there. I may probably do that early on, so we might get some money from trashing winning tickets. Okay, it gives us 3 times XP. Let's hit prestige then and grab our catalog number 1 again. Let's get straight back to scratching. I don't even have to do my dishes anymore. So good. We get another win here. We can buy some scratch luck, go straight into the 2 win. And let's just see if we can get a bit of a speed run going on here. We're really getting the levels up, flying in quickly now. Just see how quickly that level up bar is shooting up. That's already level 4. That's very good. Let's just buy the trash can so I don't forget like last time. Scratch card luck. And we can just keep sending it with this one. And I've got to remember, start with my little guy here. So let's drag some cards into this fella. Only issue is I don't receive as much XP from the cards if the robot scratches them. So let's just do it ourselves here. Scratch away. See what the robots managed to do. And let's try our hands at a mini scratch. Get some levels floating up on that. Chance to win bigger money on this one, so more scratch luck, see what the robot has scratched in or off in this case. Feed a few more of these cards to him. Yeah, let's keep going, and that's another jackpot. Lovely to see that. Straight away we're onto quick cash there. That is beautiful. Upgrades are just flying in. So much quicker. Let's see what managed to scratch for me. Quite a lot of money there. See how dead this card is this early on. Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it at all. We'll stick with the mini scratch. Let's drag and drop all of these cards into the robot. Scratch some off ourselves. Try and get those levels up. And in here. And we can increase our scratch luck. And keep going on these. And we can just pray that maybe on this prestige level here, we get the super mega jackpot. Unlocking the fan, which I don't really feel I need right this second, although it is a pain dragging and dropping everything into the robot, but it is 50k, so we can avoid that quite happily for now. We need to get onto the quick cash as soon as possible, I think. Because these just don't yield nearly as much dosh as these boys do. So let's spam click through that. Increase our scratch card luck, and we'll do one each, see who gets the bigger bounty. Okay, well, we got nothing. Hopefully you do better than we just did. Oh, look at that. Good little guy. Just for that, you get more orange cardboard. There we go. Scratch some off ourselves. And that's a dud. And that's a nice win. Okay, yes, the win that we're getting here is just outweighing the price of the ticket. Fantastic amount of money from that one, as it is from that one. Let's improve our scratch luck. Now we can hopefully win the jackpot on one of these. Already got that to level 2, which is fantastic. I already feel like we need to improve the scratch size of this coin, because these larger scratch cards just take a tad too longer than I would hope them to take. Not too far off the jackpot there, but we did just get another level up on the quick cash card. Yeah, this is so good early game, this card. The amount of cash that comes in is... I still cannot get over it. You might not know this. I really love quick cash. There we go. Goes into the robot there. And let's get some more upgrades for the robot. Fire the fan so those can snap into place. How slowly those crawl towards the robot. See what winnings we've got. A nice juicy jackpot. So let's pick up another scratch luck. And let's keep the quick cash addiction flowing. Let's click through a bunch of these. Unlocked the new catalogue. Good to see. Increase our scratch luck. We've already got a further 15 prestige points here. I'm almost tempted to hit prestige again, to be honest, because actually, what would I even get? Can't actually check the prices of things here, I don't think. No matter. Oh, I see. So this is the night market, so I can just buy cosmetics from the looks of it. So I can have a nice cream, retro-looking phone there. Change the colour of the cat. Get a nice Fabergé egg timer. Or a smart egg timer. Change how the fan looks. That's just purely cosmetic. Okay, well, that's good to know. Good to be able to customize visuals on games like this, because then you just stops you from staring at the same thing for way too long. And I've just impulse bought a sand dollars, and it did not pay off, but hey ho, I just couldn't help myself. Clearly I want to fly through this content as quickly as possible. A $9 million jackpot on that quick cash card. Still finding the blue star to be very, very elusive. I think I won one of those in my previous videos, but simply cannot remember. what happens when you get the win on that one. Other than presumably just a buttload of money. Hopefully we can work our way to a bigger scratch size soon. Or keep the quick cash scratching. Get another jackpot win there. Quite a win on this card actually. In fact, that is a loss, but no matter. It is a jackpot win. Tasty 12 mil. Is wins on that card, so let's get this quick cash to level 10 as quickly as we can. Buy way more quick cash, put them into the robot. And improve the speed and the strength. So let's do that. Just improve the automation a bit more here. There's only so many cards that I can scratch off before it feels like my wrist is about to fall off. And I know there are those health settings, if you like, that's auto scratches the card for you, but it's just too slow and not efficient enough. It is the price we pay for winning big and winning quick. And another nice jackpot on the quick cash card. Good to see. Very much do just get stuck with quick cash for quite some time, don't we? It goes from being quick to ironically quite slow. Let's see what we can get from the lucky cat here. An immediate jackpot. That was already 50 mil. Maybe we should have moved on to these lucky cats a while ago. I think I said last time, didn't I? Level 9 is good. Or was that for the sand dollars? Have a look, because I cannot remember. Okay, well we made money on that one. And we made money on this one. Maybe I can just go straight to sand dollars now. More money. I mean, I'm leveling up so much quicker. Yep, okay. Ooh, okay, we got a potential super jackpot here. Immediately blew it though. Even though we matched 3, because it's the smaller reward, if you like, from that scratch card, it doesn't constitute a win. Quite disgusting. Think about it. But hey ho. That is, as we say, the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so I think we're just going to stick to the lucky cat cards now. I trust our robot buddy to not botch it up. Let's improve the fan speed here because I like seeing things go quick. Yeah, see, that's nice and good. We'll do some sand dollars ourselves. These boxes are nice and small, so they're quite easy to scratch off with the size of the coin we have at the moment. Keep improving the level of this sand dollar card. A 99 mil win there, wow. Love to see that. Nothing on that one. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. You win big, you win nothing. And we win big again. And you don't recover the cost of the card, but the triple XP is going a long way. Let's see what we've got from our buddy here. Quite a few wins. And do you know what? Let's be risky. Or let's say lazy. And just send some sand dollars into our robot compadre here. And let's just try and the wins coming in. I don't feel like I'm seeing much of an improvement just yet in how quickly we're progressing through these scratch cards. Maybe it was quicker, hard for me to say. I'm just going to do this one to get the jackpot since it was pretty much guaranteed. Ignore that and go back to the sand dollars. Blow some more of those into our buddy here. And let's see what you've got for me. Quite a lot of cash, so that was definitely the correct play to do. Purchase way too many more of these things, send them into the robot, and let's just pray we get the jackpot on one of these soon. That will be a hefty chunk of change. Leveling up the sand dollar card quite quickly now. And there's our jackpot that we were looking for. Lovely stuff. Buy an increased scratch size there just to make even shorter work of this scratch card. Yeah, that is just rapid now. Look at that. Now we're gambling like a pro. I actually click the redeem button, but that's another jackpot there. Quick 1 billion secured. Really going to excel this sort of early to mid game, if you want to call it. Not actually sure how many catalogs there are to discover. My guess would be 4 or 5. 5 feels like a nice rounded number. At least maybe I'm hoping that it only goes up to 5, because as much as I love scratching scratch cards, I don't know how many catalogs of card I could possibly take. But I'm in too deep now, so there could be 50 of them and I'm going the full Monty. Oops, got another jackpot there, which is lovely. Nothing on that card, but an immediate jackpot and sort of secondary win there, if you like, with the wallet. It seems now that the jackpot is actually the most common symbol that will appear on these scratch offs, so won't be long now until we're sitting at level 10 on sand dollars, and we're practically halfway to the next scratch luck upgrade. So again, that's always the milestone you want to reach. Always buy scratch luck when you see it. And plenty of jackpots flying in here. And let's see how much Mundo is. Mundo is 2 billion. I think I'm going to save that until I get the next scratch luck upgrade. And let's speed through this, and there we go. A new scratch luck upgrade, which is lovely. I'll have to see what the odds are now on Scratch My Back. So it's only a 7% chance for a nasty carrier bag, and lo and behold, I have haphazardly scratched it off and made me a nice tidy loss on that. And that is another one, but I decided to recognize far too late. Okay, that is definitely a carrier bag. Let's ignore that. Click on that to get the money back that we lost from the turtle with my carelessness. And you're getting lots of jackpot wins now on this card. Still, it's been a while since we've had a blue diamond, so I know it's only a 0.1% chance, or less than actually, 0.1% on this particular card. But out of the numbers we've scratched off, you would expect us to come across it again soon, but I guess you don't know how much lower than 0.1% it is. I mean, it technically could be 0, right? Starting to certainly feel like 0, put it that way. Okay, so we've nearly got sand dollars up to level 10. Throw a few more into this guy. That will probably see us get it to level 10. One more perhaps, we could just scratch it off ourselves. There we go, level 10, so 35% chance for the necklace, and we're getting 1.38 billion for the win. I think it's about time we moved on to scratch your back. Yeah, that's definitely coming back. And there's our jackpot. Okay, so that's definitely a carrier bag, so let's ignore that. We've got 3 fishies and corals. That is an immediate carrier bag. We can't recover our losses on that. I haven't even improved the scratch size of this coin, and I'm still fumbling the bag on this one. 8.78 bill. Another big stack of money. Right, let's put some more sand dollars into our robot friend. Roughly 18. Close enough. Let's just scratch some off ourselves then. And let's have a look. What should we go for here? Probably just continue with scratch my back, right? I mean, we're not far off now hitting 244 billion. I think once we get our next upgrade, we'll be able to start automating scratch my back cards, getting our robot friend to scratch them off for us. Let's keep increasing the XP on this card. As you can tell, really don't care about losing money on this card. I'm just interested in getting the levels up at the moment. Although it is really throwing a spanner in the works, so maybe I should slow down. Yeah, I mean, I just tanked my wins on that. Sure, those of you watching this are probably incredibly frustrated at my technique. But you just gotta trust me. It's all gonna work out. See? I'm gonna avoid that one there now. Knew that was a carrier bag. Definitely didn't see that one though. Whoops. Wonder why. Okay, so that's definitely a jellyfish, yes. And then we can ignore the other one. See what upgrades we got here. And just like that, the next scratch luck upgrade. So this should hopefully mean I can be even more careless with this now and not punish too much. So let's send some rewards or some turtles into the more of this insatiable robot. And let's increase strength speed of this robot. And let's just buy Mundo, why not? I love having that little guy around. Just got such a happy expression on his face. He is the calm to the chaos that is the googly-eyed, whirly-mouthed robot here. Yeah, let's just completely rely on Scratch My Back now to propel us into the next stage of this game. Just gonna scratch the whole thing off because I'm too lazy. You may or may not have learned this about me now, but I just cannot be bothered to worry about losing on a 5% chance. So if I lose, I lose. It's as simple as that. I'm not here to manipulate it in any way. So much for the attempted speed run I was referring to earlier. Thwarted by my own hand, my own lack of patience. Quite ironic when you think about it. But hey ho. We scratch the turtle, we lose the money, we go again. We're not too far off the 1.22 trill milestone for the increased luck. Still finding myself spending much more time on catalogue number 2 than I'd hoped to. But it's no matter. We'll just keep pushing through until get the next scratch luck upgrade, which we're approaching quite rapidly now, especially if we keep getting some nice jellyfish wins. Window is still snapping up some winning cards there. Let's have a look at that. Another 34 bill. And somehow we are getting more than one carrier bag on one turtle. When I would very much be expecting to see 2 jellyfish over carrier bags, but again, the luck of the draw. And we can actually improve our scratch luck now, so let's go ahead and do that. Almost got the Toitle up to level 10. Currently sitting on a pretty level 9. Let's see what dragged in by the robot there. Buy a few more scratch my bags and send them into the robot for processing. 2 more, and then we shall do some more ourselves, just because it much faster XP drop on this. Again, it'd help if I could click the redeem button. Won't be long now until I should start thinking about using the Snake Eye scratch card. In actual fact, let's see what the odds are on this. So, okay, I think I should just be using this one now anyway, right? I do need to improve scratch strength of my coin. And that's a win there. I'm so close to finishing this off though. Let's stick with that one first. Almost level 10. There we go. Good to see. Just finish with this guy. Excellent. And now let's send some Snake Eyes, I think, over to this guy. A few more. And I do just want to see in the earlier scratch cards what the chances are of hitting. There's only a 0.2% chance. But yeah, there would have to be so many of these that I do. I'd have to do before hitting that. I really do just want to see what happens when I win it. But alas, it may not be today's job to find that. Already making quite a lot of money from those Snake Eyes, so I think let's just continue pumping those into the scratch bot. And we'll give the scratch bot a helping hand as well. Lovely, a nice 122 bill. Don't think we'll be hitting the jackpot on this one anytime soon. We'll probably have to increase the luck a bit further. Somehow we're landing a 4 here when it's a 3% chance, so that has really cocked up this card. I should have just binned it, but here we are. Okay, a nice 5 and then a 6 and then another 6. So this is just a dead card, so I can go in the bin. See you later. Number 6, and number 4 again. This can just go in the bin. Load of crap. This is looking much more promising. There we go. Bunch of 5s there. It's 207 bill. Single 4. Throwing a spanner in the works. So let's just bin that then. 6. Number 5. Number 5. Okay, number 5. Another number 5. And another number 5. So that's a good win there. There you go. Keep the Snake Eyes moving. Push those into the robot. And yeah, we are kind of just stuck on Snake Eyes at the moment. I think the smart move probably would have been to Prestige and go again, but we are anything but smart, so we shan't be doing that. Case closed. No further discussion, Your Honor. Okay, so I could increase the scratch size of my coin for 2 mil, but that feels like somewhat of a rip-off. So Gonna be ignoring that and just going for the improved scratch luck. Again, it's just so much better. Really improves your cash flow getting that upgrade. So it's frustrating as it is slowly scratching these dice off. It just feels better getting the overall luck upgrade in my book. More into the robot, and let's just help Mundo with cashing in some of these. And hopefully one more win will see us to get in the scratch luck upgrade once more. So this should really improve our odds of winning now. Yes, it's a 90% chance for a jackpot value. So could be the jackpot right there. Fantastic. Quick trillion made there. And we're only on level 5 on the card, so I'm not scared about getting the scratch size increase now. I know I'm probably just going to make the money back on this one card, which I did pretty much do. So happy days. Look at that. Easy money. No chance for snake eyes on this card anymore. And purchase one bomb just to see how cooked it is. Just like that. I think I've lost money. Okay, no, we've gained some money here. Excellent. Well, that didn't go nearly as badly as I thought it would. So much so that I'm going to purchase another one. I must regret it. Don't know when to stop. Okay, well, that still paid for itself, so that's pretty good. Yellow one. Bunch of greys and another yellow one. There we go. Almost leveled up the bomb here. Increased the scratch luck, so now it's a very low percentage chance of getting the red one, and we've just hit the jackpot once more. That's giving us lots more prestige points. Go. There we go. So I can actually scratch all of that off because there was only one flashing red light. And let's keep going. So again, we'll scratch this whole thing off for an increase in the bonus. Only the one red light again. So nice tasty bonus there. And let's blow these cards into the machine here. No further red. Fully cleared card. And again, only a single red. So another fully cleared card. That's looking pretty good there. Keep going with snake eyes. We're on level 7, so we're very close to next level up. We can get more money coming in from that. Go ahead and purchase some more. Doing it manually speeds up the XP gain with the prestige upgrade that I have. Quite nice. Higher level, higher money, quicker we can get through to the next catalogue. Looks like I need to make 200 trillion to unlock the third catalogue. Not going to get there though if we keep losing on this card. Let's put some more into the machine there. And shall we pick up some more speed, some more strength, and some more capacity? There we go. That's looking better. Fire some more snake eyes into the good boy. And let's get scratching ourselves. Hoping for all 6s here, which is what we land. Another quick and easy 4 trillion. Just need to do that sort of 12, 13 more times really. Ooh, and we've got a potential win big money on this jackpot here, this mega jackpot. Let's see what we get. We get lucky 6. Ooh, another lucky 6. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Just need to get one more 6. Show me the money. Let's go. That's a big super jackpot. 19.2 trillion flying in. And now we've got a nice blue star next to the snake eyes. Very happy with that. I think I can go to sleep with a big smile on my face now. Knowing we won a virtual jackpot with fake currency. Really what gets me going, really. Pushing this now close to level 9. There we go. That has unlocked the third catalogue here for us. There it is, 200 trillion per card. Let's see how far we can get before my brain shuts down. I think we can comfortably move on to the bomb cards now. Just going to send those into the robot. I'm sure they won't let me down. There's only a 5% chance to scratch off a red card, a red light, and I'd need to match 2 of them, so I am not too fussed about that. Scratching off the card in its entirety gives us more XP and more money, so here we are. Excellent. And it is a ridiculous $763 trillion for the next upgrade on Scratch Luck. Talk about exponential growth on the bad boys. Let's pick up a bank break card though. Got a pile of money for 20 trillion. That will sort of go up to 40, which isn't nearly as much as we actually need. Let's try again. Okay, so we will make some money back on this one, which is good. Do you know, it's not terrible really. It's only bad if you don't get one of the bottom 3 sort of prizes here. And bad in terms of like, the money made. So, yep, it's the bag of money again. I can just scrape all the dirt off of that. Just keep going, really. This isn't an ideal hit. So it might look like it. It's a big stack of dollars. It's only 61.1 trillion, and that's just not enough to recover the cost of bank break. So we're back to these peasant cards now. I've just noticed we're sitting at 75 prestige, which is going to boost us quite nicely when we next hit prestige. I think I'll save that for a following video as we approach. We're on the one and a half hour mark now, actually. But we'll do a bank break, and look at that, diamonds coming in nice and clutch. It is very addicting to keep trying to go for this next one though, because you just kind of want to hit 3%. I want the jackpot. Regrettably, we don't there, and we still made a big boatload of money. This is a pretty terrible draw on this part, scratch if you like, but we did get to upgrade the bank break, so swings and roundabouts. Anyway, we've got another big bag of money here, which is giving us a nice tidy profit, and we've got the gems again, the nice diamonds. That should allow us to afford the next Scratch Luck upgrade. Spend all the world's money, buy something more expensive than the global economy. Well, there you have it. Pretty sure that will be me soon with Magic the Gathering cards. The outrageous prices some of those collector boxes are raising to. I could quite happily bankroll the economy just on those cards alone. Anyhow, we'll keep the scratching going, so very much improved the chances now of winning big on this card, so we can happily ignore everything else, even though it's terribly painful to scratch off at the moment. I'm going to buy the iron coin and see what difference that makes. I'll be honest, I am not feeling much of a difference. Maybe it's because I've got a smaller coin here. And, oh, we've got the big boy jackpot here. There we go, plus 29 JP. Would you look at that? Can't quite get the Scratch Luck upgrade though, but that's okay. After this one, that will jump up, and I think we can probably send some of these into the robot now. Look at that, that's another jackpot. 21% chance to hit that now, actually, which is very good. And we've unlocked the Xmas countdown. I really do want to see what that scratch card looks like. So let's keep smashing these banks open. Getting lots of juicy rewards. Send some more into our robot friend now that the trillions feel like small change. There we go. Our next upgrade is at 19.1. Looks like we're winning pretty big on these, and that's another jackpot for us here, so won't be long at all. Another jackpot before we hit the next Scratch Luck upgrade, and then we can just smash even more of these out. Gems. Lovely diamonds giving me big money. And a pile of crap. IOU notes, debt collector notes, you name it. Don't know why you're keeping that in a bank vault. Maybe you're trying to hide from your partner how much debt you're in. Or imagine how disappointed you'd be if, like, you lost your partner and you open their bank vault and there's just a bunch of debt owed that you didn't know about. It's a right kick in the teeth. You've lost your partner and now you've inherited all their debt. Scratching off more of these banks then. Another nice juicy portrait here to really expand our coffers. And I've noticed we can get to the next upgrade. I think we should try our hand at a Christmas countdown once I establish the odds of this one. Yeah, okay, this is making all the money now, isn't it? Let's send a bunch of these into our meat grinder, if you like. Scratch card grinder. Let's take a look at the Xmas countdown. So 24 days until Xmas. Match symbols to win. Have you been good this year? We can get lumps of coal from the looks of it, assuming we just scratch every single one off. But should we be a good boy and scratch them all off in order? So we've got 1, got 2 here, which is some holly. So we've got the sleigh and some holly. Number 3 is a snowflake. Number 4, more holly. Number 5 is a bell. Number 6, another bell. Okay. Number 7 is a present. Number 8 is a boring lump of coal. Number 9, more coal. Fantastic. Thank you, Santa. Father Christmas. More holly, which is looking good. Another sleigh. Missed what number I was on, probably 13. Scratch you off. Another snowflake. Another bell. Ah, we made... Well, we didn't make any money back. Let's go to 16, 17, 18. Okay, loads of holly coming in here. 19, another bell. 20. I feel like I just need one more holly, don't I? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I need loads more. Oh, dear. That was a diabolical card. Okay, let's avoid the Xmas countdown in future. We'll feed this guy some more cards, and let's see if we can get lucky on this. Ooh, okay. Last one. Come on now. Don't do it to me. That's another super jackpot. 737 quadrillion. Insane amount of money there. We've unlocked the thrift store with that super jackpot. We've got 158 prestige points as well. He's calling me to congratulate me. I just know it. You know what? You have been a loyal customer for so long. I'm going to offer you a subscription bot to help you buy tickets. All this is real automation, isn't it? Wow. 100 QA though. Spelled. I haven't bought that yet. Should we give this a buy? And when do I get to use that then? So I can just click on that. Oh, okay. How often can I use it though? Oh, I see. So it's got a cooldown there, so that's refilling. That's pretty good on ones like this then, isn't it? Fair enough. Let's buy 2 lots of scratch card luck. Thanks to the huge super jackpot we won. We can just fly up through that now. Let's buy a bunch of upgrades for this robot. There we go. We've maxed out the capacity on that. Good to see. Let's just keep buying the bank breaks. This is what's making us money at the moment. There's no point stopping. And I've just impulse bought some of these. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ooh, okay, so I can just click on that and instantly make a profit. Look at that. Okay, I'm behind the magic now. Do it again. Ooh, oh, I made a loss in that. Okay, that's worth it. Wait for that again. How quickly can it replenish? I'd have to spend quite a bit of money on that. Okay, that looks like we hopefully made our money back on that. We did. Okay, that's good to see. Wow, that robot has rapidly soared through all those banks. Our poor Mundo is struggling to keep up. Let's fill up the robot with more of these. And tell you what, let's speed up Mundo. There you go. Wave that little paw faster. Faster, I say. Wow, that is fast, isn't it? Cat just keeps going. Okay, right. Let us go back to bank break. Tell you what, let's increase the fan speed a bit. There we go. Filter those straight into the robot. I don't even really have to scratch anymore. Scratch card addiction has gotten so severe that we've embraced the dark arts to increase the speed of which we scratch these cards off. I'm pretty sure that would probably happen where I live in my hometown. State that some people are in. Even look like they belong to a cult. Yeah, scratch this off. I've already started scratching this now, so I'm not going to use the spell book. But that is definitely a good one to do. Let's we've almost got the bank break to level 10 now, so let's fire some more into the robot. We haven't been using the 2 fingers for a while, so let's pull that bad boy back out. There we go. The absolute state of that. There we go. Let's use some magic to earn nothing on that card. Wait for the cooldown. And we made 80 on that, which is pretty good. That makes up the loss. Another spell book. Again, made quite a big loss on that, actually. We're on to quintillions now, I believe. I only have Cookie Clicker to base these numbers off of, but I assume that's what it is. Let's take a look at these snake eyes. I want to get it to level 10 because it will scratch that itch in my brain. No, I'm actually losing quite badly on this. Another loss. Wow. My luck is shocking. Let's just use some magic. Finish this one. There we go. That's got up to level 10. Let's blast in a few more of those. And should we take a look at Thrift Store? What do we have here? What fashion treasures can you find in the clothing club? Don't bring home moths. Okay, moth bad. Okay, so moth can nearly bankrupt me. And there's a 29% chance of actually finding moth. So what's this? This is... What is this? Used. Is that an oven mitt? What is that? Oh, it's just like a Christmas jumper, maybe. I was so confused for a second there. Those are moths, so let's ignore those. That is another Christmas. Let's just activate. Oh. There's another Christmas top. Polo thing. I don't know what that is. That looks like moths, so let's ignore those. And that also looks like moths, so... We made some money on that in a hole. We've got 2 potential super jackpots here. Power of 2 fingers. 2 fingers, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Right, what have we got here then? Portrait, bills, and a portrait. But we get to go again. And just like that, we smash another super jackpot. Power of 2 fingers. What can I say? Always get the money shot with the 2 fingers, everybody. There we go. And what is that? Is that a baguette? Oh, it's a hat. I see now. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Thought it was a baguette at first with like a bit of strawberry jam on it or something. But no, it's just some sort of sun hat. And these are a pain to scratch off, actually. Don't really want to risk using magic on this. The thought did cross my mind momentarily, but that would be devastating to our funds, so let's not do that. Let's just struggle scratching these stupid cards off. Okay, we're going to ignore the thrift store cards in the future. Not even making money on them. So let's improve our luck. Cast a spell on that to lose money, apparently. Spam the bank breaks again. Send those into the scratch pot. And let's try this again. Yep, we're just losing money on this, I guess. And it's a good thing to do whilst we wait for our scratch bot to complete its duty. Do another spell on this. Yeah, we really are losing money on that card. Quite devastating, actually. Activate the fan. There we go. We got a jackpot. That makes up for all my whining. Perfect stuff. Okay. Go ahead and we'll just continue doing this, I think. Bank breaks for that guy. Buy a lot more. Absolutely lit this table. Because I've only just noticed the eyes on our robot friend now. They're really going for it. There we go. That should hopefully last him a little while there. And let's keep on trying to level up the Xmas countdown. Waiting for the spell to appear each time because I am far too lazy, and it looks like we got another jackpot there, which is great to see. Level up on the Xmas countdown. Blow a few more cards in there. So we actually made some money on that one, which is good. And another jackpot. Fantastic. So won't be long now till the next Scratch Luck upgrade. And hopefully we can finish Catalog 3 in the not so distant future. Good win there. Let's blow those scratch cards across. Some magic, another nice jackpot. Not long now whatsoever. Another level up on the countdown. That almost makes up the fact I got nothing on that other one. And again, zilch. Just need to give the fan a little tap now each time I want to refill the robot, which is quite funny. Nothing on that one. Bit of a shame. But we go again. Getting the levels up on that Xmas countdown. Tap that across some more. And yeah, we'll just keep going. The Christmas countdown. Try and scratch it off whilst we wait for that to replenish, but I don't think it makes... So let's improve the scratch size. How about that? Maybe we can do that. Buy the next one. Scratch it off. Buy the next one. Magic. Next one. Oh, we can use magic again. That. Oh, that's got to be another jackpot win, surely. Oh, not quite. Cannot do quick math, clearly. That is another loss. No matter. It's only 10 quadrillion for these cards now, so they're not really expensive at all. Again, it's funny how quickly you get accustomed to the amount of money you're on, because I remember when 200 trillion felt like a lot of money. Now it's pretty much nothing. Wonder if billionaires sort of feel like that. Maybe not with the trillions, you know. There's a lot of money for them. Certainly, if it came to the millions, you're sitting on something like 500 billion. 200 million is going to be nothing to you, isn't it? Oh, okay, and we've got another potential crack at the super jackpot. So, let's fill our little guy up with loads more of these bank breaks, and let's take another spin at this. See what we get. Portrait, and another super jackpot. Love to see that. Very, very close now to getting the scratch luck upgrade, and lo and behold, we've just hit it. So should be hitting jackpots way more frequently on this now. Definitely happening. So I think we may be able to push the Xmas countdown card onto our little guy now. That's practically a guaranteed win, so let's buy a load of these, and we can probably start doing the thrift store now, I imagine. Only a 19% chance of getting nasty little moths. Okay. That last one is moths, isn't it? So unfortunately we can't use the spell, lest we lose a load of dosh, so let's just quickly do that. Again, we actually lost money on that. Right, let's make sure there's no further moths. So we got some trainers, which is the jackpot. Do have moths there, so let's ignore those, and let's just try and scritch this off as quickly as we can. Tap the fan to push some of those scratch cards in, and just keep rubbing away this card. Nice jackpot flying in there. Good to see. We won't do berry picking just yet. I think there aren't going to be any moths. Yes, it's looking good. Excellent. We can do that then. Spell. No nasty moths. Oh, unfortunately, we got some nasty stinky moths. So let's ignore those two blue t-shirts, since scrubbing them doesn't give us anything. We're not scrubbing the full card anyway. And let's buy a few more of these Xmas countdowns. Send them into the robot. I think I might just scratch some off myself just to speed up. A level up on this. There we go. Those. And I wonder if the charge speed can be increased a bit here. It certainly can. Speed of the robot can be improved, as can the strength. Oh, and we've got the scratch luck upgrade as well. So tell you what, let us move the speed of Mundo, who's now maxed out. I'm not going to bother with the subscription bot just yet. Spell on that to get that to level 10. And again, let's purchase our buttload of these, send them into the robot, who is just churning through those now at a remarkable speed. Buying those, and let's take another look at the thrift store. And it's only a 16% chance now for the rotten moths. Leveling up the thrift store. Got the trainers again. Oh, the dirty moths are on the front there, so let's just quickly whip through, because this coin allows us to cash in those. Take a look at the super jackpot potential on the Christmas countdown. Present. Last but not least, a third present. Christmas, come early. I will not make that joke. Try and keep it as PG as possible. There we go. Avoid those stinky moths. Speaking of keeping it PG, let's make sure we fully scratch this off like that, and let's employ the two-finger strategy. 2 fingers on the button, tapping with a nice good rhythm there. fill the table up here with the Xmas countdown scratch cards. There we go. We can now spread cards into a nice pile there. Ready for the scratch bot to consume them. And let's pick up another coin upgrade here. Hopefully that will just make these thrift store cards much easier to scratch off than they do. Good to see. I shouldn't really be scratching that. Wasn't really worth it. And let's make sure there's no moths. Use the spell. To the next one. Fortunately, there are some dirty little moths on the end, so we'll ignore those stinky little guys. Activate the fan. Continue the thrift store. So no moths, we can use the spell. To the next one. Quick scan. Excellent. Give that a quick rub. And again, I'm noticing doing it in a horizontal direction is a lot quicker on that one. Oh, let's try our hand on another super jackpot. And lump of coal ruined it. Not a problem. Won it so many times recently. I am not even mad anymore. And scratch that last one off. Yeah, so going from left to right much faster than going up and down. When you run the risk of accidentally revealing some moths there if you do that, but thankfully this is not quite punishing. Very much tell when the moths are going to appear on this one. I was going to use the spell, but I feel like I've already scratched you off now, so all that and spell on that. Excellent. Activate the fan to push the Christmas cards in. Give that a quick wipe. Moths. Oops, use the spell. Get the level up. Upgrade our scratch luck once more, and now chances of moths are rapidly plummeting now. So I think we can go ahead and a bit more reckless with this now. That excellent stuff. And I think after one more upgrade, we can take a look at... Oh dear. Too busy yapping. I didn't notice the moths, but never mind. We should let them feast now and then. They were probably starving. Add some more of these Xmas countdowns in. We'll buy a berry picking. We'll take a little look. So it is Return of the Williams, Bumbly Bees. Looks like we've got some blueberries, some strawberries, cherries, and I don't know what that berry is there. Some sort of melon. We find out. Oh, just immediately hit the jackpot, I guess. No problem. Just a 2% chance. Got a nice cherry there. What's this golden one? What's a ×3 multiplier? Wow, okay. Just noticed I haven't got any cards for the hungry robot, so litter those real quick. So I don't really know what that's meant to be completely honest with you, but it's giving me money, so I'm not complaining. Reveal some Bumbly Bees, not the dirty worm. Okay, well, we made a lot of money on that. Again, think we were pretty lucky. We just need 1 sextillion for the final chance there, so let's have a go at the berries again. And we've already made our money back. I think this one's a pretty good one to do, isn't it? With the worms. There we go. Add some. Let's add thrift stores into this guy now. Too fussed about hitting moths. Was there 6% chance? Should be absolutely fine. Yeah, the money's pouring in from that, so any moths we do get won't be a problem. And we're also very rapidly leveling up the thrift store, so that's good. Take another crack at these berries. So we've got a 1 times multiplier. let's just do this, I think. Okay, could be quite reckless. This is paying for itself quite well, actually. We've got a 2 times multiplier, but we've got a B, we've got cherries. I suppose really we should do the 2 times the multiplier at the end, that makes it a little more fun. Grab these berry bushes over here. Let's see what we've got. No worms, so let's just do that, I reckon. Lovely stuff. Hit the fan briefly. Worm. Another worm. Oh dear, what do you like? Right. Question, if I do this, is that going to multiply my loss? It really is. This is going in the bin. I've just realised I could have been doing this all along. Hey ho. We like to make things difficult. Yeah, that's going in the bin. Okay. I think we've seen what we need to see. We've got 219. Okay. That cannot be allowed. We need to get one more jackpot somewhere. There's something I've not done. Do I just hope we get a super jackpot on this? I can't prestige like this. This just simply is not right. I need one more prestige point. Well, I think I've got the jackpot and everything else. That machine went through those very quickly. Let's just chuck a whole bunch of stuff into this machine until something good pops out. Here, have this. Have some of these. In fact, how much is that subscription for? How do I use you then? So I can just choose what you buy. Is that how this works? So if I said quick cash, since you were my... Oh, so it's just swiping the credit card across it and they just drop down. Okay, that makes sense. And I can improve the speed at which you buy. That's it, you swipe that credit card. I'm guessing I can't have the fan permanently switched on though, from the looks of it. Maybe that's an upgrade that comes later. Okay. This could be it. And no, okay. We got way too excited there. I just don't think I can bring myself to end with 299 prestige points. Now, call me autistic, but you must agree that it has to be 300. I will not rest until that's tipped over the edge. It doesn't have to be spot on 300, but it just feels wrong leaving it like that. Let's just buy any old crap and shove it in. As long as I can still afford that final chance, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I just got bankrupt. Oh, you fool. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm so poor. Oh, no. I think I'm going to have to take out a loan. I'm going to get a phone call, aren't I? Or am I going to have to just scrub plates until... Well, that's one way to force myself to hit prestige. So I'm gonna hit prestige and spend our points. And once I end this video, I'm probably gonna go throw up. Start with Mundo. I mean, you did bankrupt me, so I think we'll put you on the bleachers, the back burner for now. I am enjoying getting more points from jackpots. I think it just makes sense to get this first. Otherwise, when I get around to buying it later on, it'd have sort of served no level. Smart investment plus 10% per ticket level. Refund 5% chance for trash tickets to be refunded with a new ticket. That's kind of interesting, but I don't feel like I care too much about that. 15% less XP required to level up tickets. That is a huge upgrade. Now let me start with the spell book. 20% chance to break. 20% less chance to break dishes. That doesn't really seem worth it. Investment. Yeah, let's the battery to the fan. Okay, so that's how we can do that. Regrettably, I don't get this upgrade here because I'm an absolute fool and decided to bankrupt myself. We got an achievement in the process though, so yeah. Bad kitty, unfortunately. Tell you what, let's grab that and then let's stick some money points here, a couple there, and then let's hit prestige. Excellent stuff. Well, we've learned not to rely on the cat to cash in everything, especially if you run the risk of getting bankrupt. So, lesson learned. In the next video, try not to make that mistake. But yeah, we can try and finish that third catalogue. Stayed around for the video this long. Thanks for listening all the way. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.